Welcome, Harkening Deers, to the Harkening Deer podcast, a podcast of contemplative spiritual practice through guided meditation. And although this podcast often uses Christian language, themes, and metaphors, the intent is to be welcoming and inclusive to people of all walks of life, all faiths, cultures, religions, and lack thereof. The intended focus of the Harkening Deer podcast is on fostering an atmosphere of mindfulness, serenity, compassion, and openness. But above all else, this podcast promotes peace and loving kindness, which I would like to think are universal values. I would also like to acknowledge that not everyone who listens to the Harkening Deer podcast identifies as a Christian. To those listeners, I would like to express my gratitude and extend a heartfelt welcome. Thank you. The Harkening Deer podcast is a Thirsty Deer studio production, and I am your host, Sean J. Stevens. Coming up this week is the International United Nations Day, and as such, I have chosen a passage which specifically focuses on kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. But first, let us begin our meditation with the facilitations of accommodating recommendations for meditation, aka our farms. Farm number 1, no self-judgment. There is no such thing as a failed meditation session. Any attempt at contemplative spiritual practice is a positive, growing experience. So no shame or self-judgment. Farm number 2, be still. I encourage you, if you find it helpful, to close your eyes and find a comfortable position you can remain in for the duration of the meditation with as little movement as possible. Be still. Farm number 3, embrace a heart and mindset of peace, joy, and love. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you. Be kind. Be compassionate. Be gentle and sensitive. And as we strive to treat one another this way, let us turn our focus inward and also extend this grace to ourselves. Be kind and compassionate to yourself. God has extended grace and forgiveness to you, so you can do the same for yourself. Love has extended grace and forgiveness to you, so you can do the same for yourself. Treat yourself gently, being sensitive to your thoughts, feelings, actions, needs, and desires. so you can love yourself. And once you feel a deep love for yourself, you can focus once again on the other. Once you are truly compassionate toward yourself, when you see yourself the way Yahweh sees you, the way love sees you, then you can see that we are all connected, that we are all made in the image of Yahweh. We are all made in the image of Yahweh. We are all made in the image of love, of the oneness. None of us are free until we are all free, and we will be free. We will all be free. We will all be free. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as love forgives you. As love forgives you.